We meet again, my dear friend. I am so happy to have you back listening to the show this week. And we're going to be talking about Truing Up Tuesday. This concept of checking yourself where you are after the weekend crazy, after the Monday shenanigans, it's going to help align your goals with your authentic self. And so I want to share with you a quick start of the week check-in and to talk through this episode with you of how you can do this in your life as you are planning for the week ahead, as you are focusing on what's coming next in your life, and as you are navigating a new way. Because freedom from an eating disorder, it doesn't happen overnight, but it also doesn't happen if you don't apply tangible tools that are going to get you recovering. So I hope today's episode helps provide a tangible thing that you can do this week and every week. And I'm going to shed some light on how I apply this in my own life. Here we go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you. Because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess, trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it. So you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey sis, how is your week starting off? I don't know. My Monday was a blur. The weekend was insanely crazy. I was thrown into the week and I needed a level set. I needed a true up. I needed a tune up. And so I wanted to bring you a hot and heavy episode to do just that if you're needing this too. Sometimes we need a weekly check-in. A true up Tuesday. And I feel that Mondays can throw us all the shenanigans. And that shouldn't be how we allow the week to go. If you had a difficult Monday or you got thrown into the week, if you're a mom, I'm sure you can relate to this, but I legit was thrown into the week. And instead of allowing that to take over the rest of my week, instead of allowing it to take over the rest of yours, I wanted to do an episode on how you can do a True Up Tuesday exercise to check in with yourself on the weeks where, well, your Monday wasn't epic. I'll back up just a minute. So Friday, had a late night client. Saturday, we had baseball with the boys all day, legitimately all day. It was fun. So much fun, but we dealt with so many emotions, and my oldest son who plays travel baseball, he is so passionate and a perfectionist, and we are working on that over here, okay? But he wanted to win so bad. This was the team that he actually was on last year, and he didn't make it on this year, and so he wanted to beat them, I think, just out of pure satisfaction that you guys didn't want me on your team, and so now I can beat you on my new team, which I get. I think it's a human thing, right? We just want to feel like we have arrived. We want to feel like we're successful. And so even though he played his little heart out, it was a hard day because they lost both games. And so there was a lot of emotions, which is fine. You know, it's a learning experience. It's an opportunity of growth. And we talked to our boys about how important it is to continue to learn from these experiences versus being defined by the feelings and actually being in the feelings, because it is important. And I truly believe that being vulnerable is what more of the upcoming generation needs to have, because I don't know about you, but my generation, my husband, and our generation, we weren't really taught to be vulnerable or that that was okay. And so to me, that's super important to my heart to be able to allow my boys to be vulnerable. They need to be open. They need to have a voice, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel like you missed a big play or whatever it may be. And so the weekend was crazy. Then on Sunday, I had a girls' wine day, which was so much fun. We went to a winery. We spent time in our friendship and conversations, because I do believe that it's important to invest in friendships and continue to support your friends Community is such an important thing. But by the time I got home last night, it was dinner, bath, and bed. Like, it was time to get the lunches ready for today and to send the kids along their merry way when I woke up this morning. So it was a blur. I had clients on Monday and we were basically thrown into the week. And I wanted to do an episode on aligning your goals with your authentic self and values, because in order to become the best version of you, you need to be able to define what it is that you want before you can get there, before you can define how you're going to get there. And so many women come to me and they're like, Lindsay, I just want freedom from the crazy. I want to get out of the stuckness. I want to stop with the thoughts that are inside of my head, but I don't know how to get out of that. The first thing is defining that you no longer want to be in it, and then coming up with a plan of where you do want to go. And then we can work together on how to get you out of this place of stuckness, okay? And what I want you to do this week is think through this exercise of being able to true up yourself today. This is the True Up, Tune Up Tuesday that is going to generate transformational change in your life. And it's just a couple reflecting questions. My number one priority this week is what? I want to do more blank. I want to do less blank. I want to feel blank. To true up and feel this, I'm going to blank. Okay, so I want you to write this down on a piece of paper. I'm going to work through it with you. I also want to be your biggest cheerleader. When we try to do everything, we actually end up doing nothing productively. And I caught myself in this. Monday was coming at me fast, whether I liked it or not. And I believe in constant getting out those feelings, constantly working with a coach and a therapist. And I do that myself still to this day, because I feel like it is a way to continue to be in a safe zone and continue to get out all those things that my brain is constantly throwing at me. And I just got out of this amazing therapy session where, I kid you not, my therapist said to me, Lindsay, you seem to have a faulty notion that you can get everything done. The reality is you can't be everything to everybody. And even though you feel like everybody needs you, you certainly can't get everything done. And I was like, what? Like, are you kidding? Is that a challenge? Of course I can get everything done. Like, I'm the doer. I do all the things. And it just had me thinking of this exercise. And so I created this for you because it's what I'm leveraging as well as I do a True Up Tuesday. I needed a level set and I got stuck in this. And so this week, my number one priority is pouring into me so that I can be the best mom, and so that I can be the best wife, and so that I can be the best boss, and so that I can be the best coach. I want to do more me pleasing, being okay with me, and I want to do less people pleasing. I want to feel better about all of my to-dos, and I want to true up. And in order to do that, I know I've got to set better personal boundaries, and I know that I have to do personal check-ins and make sure that my mental health is a priority. And this goes for you too. Even after you've gone through recovery, you constantly have to do a true up. You constantly have to check in with your mind. And with everything going on in our lives, we can find it so awkward and so hard to just sit silently with ourselves. But I want you to think about this for you. What is it that you want to do more of? And what is it that you want to do less of this week? And if you get stuck, I want you to remember that you can do hard things, but you can't do all things. And maybe you needed, just like me, that reminder today. So here are mine from recent scenarios in my life. And I'm going to help you if you're struggling with, well, what do I want to do more of and what do I want to do less of? And you can apply this to your recovery. You can apply this to life. You can apply this to work. Like, this works for all of it, okay? I want to have more connection and less isolation. I want to have more gratitude and less comparison. I want to have more joy and less negativity. I want to have more intention and less habituation. I want to have more self-love and less judgment. More possibility and less holding back. More peace and less chaos. More belief and less doubt. More creating and less procrastinating. So I want you to fill in the blank of that for you, friend. Your number one priority this week is what? What do you want to do more of? What do you want to do less of? And if you get stuck, I want you to remember that you can do the hard things. You just can't do all the things. You're allowed, sis, to heal and to grow. Okay? And the message that I wanted to bring to you today is that you're allowed to heal and to grow and still be in a journey of forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, for grieving the loss of time that this disorder has taken from you. And you're allowed to let go, let be, let in, and continue to build as you create the best version of your life and yourself. You're allowed to love other people while also honoring yourself. See, what I learned of going all weekend long was that, yes, I was thrown into the week, and sometimes that's okay. Like, the week isn't going anywhere, right? I am the boss of my week. You are the boss of your week. But how do you want to show up in it? What are some changes that you want to create and make for yourself so that you're aligned with your authentic self and your values and what you find are the most important? Because as Peter Drucker says, nothing is less productive than to make more efficient what should not have been done at all. And that hit me because here I am over here trying to do my to-do list, trying to check all of the things off of my to-do list when probably half of them on there don't even need to be on there, right? It's just this feeling of satisfaction to check it off. It's this feeling of wanting that achievement. Maybe you're there too. I want you to analyze less those thoughts in your mind, and I want you to reflect more. I want you to post less and take action more. I want you to complain less and pray more. You do not need to be doing more. You just need to allow yourself to focus on the less. And the realization that I had when I was prepping today's show for you is that doing more actually requires committing to less. Like, you do not have to be the queen solver. You do not have to fix everything in your life. To raise your standards, which, let me raise my hand because I'm over here, Miss High Standards, and I know, girlfriend, you are too, or you wouldn't even be listening to the show. Let's face it. But in order to raise your standards, you actually have to narrow your focus. What does that mean? Well, I want you to true up your Tuesday. Maybe the week started off and it was a dud, just like mine. Maybe it was chaotic, just like mine. But I got things to do, sis, and so do you. And I want you to set your priority. I want you to align your goals with where you're headed, your best self. I want you to do more of all the good things, and I want you to do less of all the things that are stealing from your future. And when you get stuck, I want you to remember that you are a bad A along this journey, and you are learning to heal and to grow, and there's going to be some growing pains. And that's cool too. So think about yours. Think about your True Up Tuesday. What is it that you want to true up? What is it that you feel you need to lean into? What has to go in order to take on those things? Stop doing more and signing yourself up for more and commit to less. Narrow your focus, and I promise you will see what you want come to fruition. I hope today's show has blessed you. I want to hear about your true ups. Go on out to our private Facebook community, herbestselfsociety.com. Share your True Up Tuesday. What is it this week that you are tuning up and truing up? What is it that you want to do more of and you want to do less of? What is it that you want your priority to be as you step into the best you, as you put down the labels of culture and society and those pesky thoughts that are in your mind feeding you those lies? It's the start of a new week, and it can start today, not just yesterday. I encourage you, friend, to set those expectations for yourself, check in with yourself, and leverage this tool week after week. I can't wait to hear if it has blessed your life. I would love for you to connect with me. If you're looking for more support, I am starting a wait list, so you will want to go fill out a client application as soon as you're able so that we can get you on the schedule for a quick connect and a chat. I can meet you, see if I can help support you. I'm so excited to get to know you better. Thanks for listening to the show, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show. and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.